Hello everyone. Welcome to our English listening practice. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe so you can grow with this community and learn English through inspiring stories like this one. Now let's move on to the story. Stephen Hawking was born on January 8, 1942 in Oxford, England. His birth coincided with the 300th anniversary of Galileo's death, a fact that Hawking often noted with pride. He was the eldest of 4 children in a family that valued education and intellect. His father, Frank, was a medical researcher and his mother, Isabel, was a secretary who had studied at Oxford, a notable achievement for a woman in the 1930s. The Hawking family was known for their eccentricity. They often ate meals in silence, each absorbed in reading a book. Their home in St. Albans was filled with books, and they even kept bees in the basement. Stephen's curiosity about the universe was evident from a young age. He loved to tinker with mechanical devices and was fascinated by the stars. His mother would often take him and his siblings to lie in the backyard and gaze at the night sky, nurturing his sense of wonder. Stephen attended St. Albans School, where he was recognized for his intelligence, though he was not always the most diligent student. He had a knack for understanding complex mathematical concepts with ease. In 1959, at the age of 17, he earned a scholarship to University College, Oxford, where he studied physics. Despite finding the coursework unchallenging, he graduated with a first-class degree in natural science. In 1962, Hawking began his graduate studies in cosmology at Trinity Hall, Cambridge. It was during his first year at Cambridge that he began experiencing symptoms of clumsiness and slurred speech. In 1963, at the age of 21, he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a motor neuron disease that gradually paralyzes the body. Doctors gave him a prognosis of 2 years to live. The diagnosis was devastating, but it also gave Hawking a new sense of purpose. He became more focused on his studies and research. Around this time, he met Jane Wilde, a fellow student studying modern languages. Their relationship blossomed, and they married in 1965. Jane's support was instrumental in helping Stephen cope with his illness and continue his work. In 1966, Hawking completed his PhD thesis on the properties of expanding universes. He began to make significant contributions to the field of cosmology, particularly in the study of black holes and the nature of the universe. In collaboration with mathematician Roger Penrose, he developed the singularity theorems, which provided a framework for understanding the origins of the universe. Despite his physical limitations, Hawking's mind remained sharp. He was known for his ability to visualize complex mathematical problems in his head. In 1974, at the age of 32, he was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society, one of the youngest scientists to receive this honor. 5 years later, he was appointed Lucasian Professor of Mathematics at Cambridge, a position once held by Isaac Newton. In 1985, while on a trip to Geneva, Hawking contracted pneumonia. The illness was life-threatening, and he underwent a tracheotomy that left him unable to speak. To communicate, he began using a speech-generating device operated by a handheld switch, and later by a single cheek muscle. This device gave him his distinctive robotic voice, which became one of his trademarks. In 1988, Hawking published A Brief History of Time, a book that aimed to explain complex scientific concepts to a general audience. The book became an international bestseller, selling millions of copies and bringing him worldwide fame. It covered topics such as the Big Bang, black holes, and the nature of time, making these subjects accessible to non-scientists. Hawking's fame extended beyond the scientific community. He made appearances on television shows like Star Trek, The Next Generation, and The Simpsons, and his life was the subject of the 2014 biographical film The Theory of Everything, in which actor Eddie Redmayne portrayed him. The film was based on Jane Hawking's memoir and depicted their life together, highlighting both their personal and professional challenges. Throughout his life, Hawking continued to work on groundbreaking theories. He proposed that black holes emit radiation, now known as Hawking radiation, which challenged existing notions about the nature of black holes. He also explored the concept of the multiverse and the possibility of time travel, even hosting a party for time travelers in 2009 as a playful experiment. He sent out the invitations only after the party had occurred, and no one showed up. Hawking was also known for his wit and sense of humor. He once said, "Life would be tragic if it weren't funny." Despite his condition, he maintained a positive outlook and continued to inspire others with his resilience and determination. In addition to his scientific work, Hawking was an advocate for various causes. He spoke out about the dangers of artificial intelligence, the importance of space exploration, and the need to address climate change. He believed that humanity's survival depended on our ability to colonize other planets. Stephen Hawking passed away on March 14, 2018 at the age of 76. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy lives on through his contributions to science and his ability to inspire people around the world. This story helps you understand that no matter the challenges you face, perseverance and a curious mind can lead to extraordinary achievements. Stephen Hawking's life teaches us that limitations are not barriers to success and that the human spirit is capable of overcoming even the most daunting obstacles. Thank you for listening to this inspiring story of Stephen Hawking. If this story helped you, or if you found it motivating, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might need encouragement. Let's keep learning and growing together. See you in the next episode.